was replacing the Passover that you just mentioned there in Exodus.
Now, I hear what you said, but look at this. This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 2. It says, ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover. This is the last chapter. Right after this, he's going to be what?
Matthew what?
26 and verse 2. After this, he's going to be what? After 2 days is the feast of the Passover. So I'm asking, this is the last chapter of Matthew. So after this, Christ is going to be what? Crucified. He's going to be crucified. This is right before his death. And it says, and the Son of Man is to be crucified. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders unto the high place that was called Caiaphas, and consulted that they might take Jesus by subtly to kill him. But they said, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar amongst the people. So they're saying they're preparing him to actually do the Passover prior to his death. So now, this is not something where it was replaced.
Also, after they had celebrated the Passover, the Sabbath was also coming up for them to celebrate.
Now, this is verse 18, and this is Christ's words.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
This overrides us all, right?
I don't deny that they're not his words.
But I'm saying this overrides us all.
We're saying Luke 22:19 is where he made a contract with that small group of brothers, anointed brothers of his, that was going to go to heaven with him. And he said, keep doing this in remembrance of me.
Okay, so
so the Passover, well, after Christ died, the Passover no longer,
okay.
It was abolished.
Okay, now
because that was under the Mosaic law.
All right, now check this out. Check this out, sister. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 5. Let's see if anything was abolished. This is St. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
Okay.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So did Christ come to destroy the law or abolish the law? Okay. Okay, now listen to this. Let's see if he fulfilled it. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. Has heaven and earth passed yet? Or is it still here?
What you got to understand, what was he saying there?
Yes or no, sister?
What heaven and earth were you talking about?
Yes or no, has heaven and earth passed yet?
But what heaven and earth were he
Yes or no?
See,
all right, now check this out. Now check this out. I'm gonna show you why what you're doing is evil. Verse 37, but let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. So I asked you, yes or no, sister, has heaven and earth passed yet?
What was he speaking of when he said that?
He said, until heaven and earth pass. Has heaven and earth passed yet?
What was he talking about?
Yes or no, sister?
What was he speaking of?
Sister, you being evil right now. You being evil.
Sir. No, sir.
Yes.
We're not here.
I'm trying to keep it in the context.
We're not
No,
here
this
to
is
argue.
the context. This is the same chapter. Verse 37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. So I asked you, yes or no, has heaven and earth passed yet? It's a simple yes or no, sister.
I'm not going to answer.
You're not going to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm going to keep reading then. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled, sister. Now, Revelation chapter 21, right? Now let's see, has heaven and earth passed yet? Revelation 21. This is why we have prophecy. Revelation 21. Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Has New Jerusalem came down yet? Has this prophecy? No. So heaven and earth has not passed. No. Meaning no jot or no tittle has passed from the law yet. So that's according to prophecy and according to the words of Christ. So when you say, so when you say that the law is abolished, according to the words of Christ, nothing has been abolished until New Jerusalem comes down.
But let me ask you a question, please.
Matthew
Do you know who New Jerusalem is?
I got a precept as well.
Do you know who the New Jerusalem is?
I'm gonna read who New Jerusalem is. Right, real quick, let me answer a question. Verse 12, right? Because New Jerusalem came down. Verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So New Jerusalem is the 12 tribes of the children of Israel according to the prophecy.
But that's prophecy.
Right.
It hasn't come to. It hasn't come.
Was
Which means the law is not done away with. If it hasn't,
The
if anything
Mosaic
hasn't
law has been done away with.
No, not according to the words
he
of Christ.
just said it's not going to be done away with.
Now, read me Revelation 22 and 14. Now, this is the next chapter, according to prophecy, that has not come to pass yet. Now, check this out. Revelation 22 and 14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14.
Right.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What did Christ say?
Blessed are they that do his
What
commandments.
commandments are those? Matthew 4 and 4. What commandments are those? This is the last book of the Bible, last page, last chapter. And he said, blessed are those that do his commandments. What commandments are those? Matthew 4 and 4.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 4.
Right.
He answered and said, it is not written, man shall not live by bread alone,
And he's quoting the Mosaic law. Read.
but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Which would be the Mosaic law. That's why in chapter 22 and 14, he said, blessed are they that do his commandments. Now go back to on Revelation 22 and 14. So you teaching contrary to that. This is what Christ said about people who teach contrary. Read 22 and 14 again, and we're going to keep reading. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 14.
Right.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life,
And that's how you rightfully get the tree of life, by doing the commandments. Read.
and may enter into the gates of the city.
New Jerusalem, which according to prophecy is the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Read.
Right. Or 15. For without are dogs.
For without a what?
For without are
You're
dogs.
no better than these nations who don't follow God if you without these commandments. Read.
Sorcerers and whoremongers.
Right.
And murderers and adulterers.
Because the Mosaic law says thou shalt not kill. The Mosaic law tells you not to commit whoredom. Read.
Right. And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
And people will lie in the last days saying you don't have to keep God's law, which is ridiculous. Read.
Verse 16, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
Right.
I am the root of the offspring of David.
Right. Keep reading. Hold on.
And the bright and morning star.
Keep reading, King.
Verse 17, so everybody can hear. They listening as well.
Right.
Verse 17, not to disrespect you.
Okay.
And the Spirit and the bride say, come, and let him heareth say, come, and let him that is athirst come, and whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely.
Go ahead, King.
Verse 18, for I testify unto you, every man that heareth the words of this prophecy,
Right.
of this book,
Right.
if any man shall add unto these
What
things.
did the Lord say?
If any man shall add unto these things.
If you come adding things like the laws abolished, which according to the words of Christ is not abolished until heaven and earth pass, read.
God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
And you got serious plagues that's going to come upon people teaching that things are added to this prophecy. Read.
Verse 19, and if any man shall take away from the words of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
What's going to happen to people trying to remove the commandments?
God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
What's going to happen to people teaching false doctrines?
God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
They're going to be taken away out of the book of life. That's according to the words of Christ and biblical prophecy, sister. So that's why we vehemently disagree with you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. You all have a good day.
Y'all sisters be blessed. We love y'all.
okay, we love you too.
Give me Matthew 19:16. Bible for sure.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Right.
And it reads, and behold, one came unto him, good master, what good thing that I may do to have eternal life?
Christ asks, what may I do to get eternal life? Read.
And he answered unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good
But God.
There is none good but God.
Right.
But if thou wilt enter into
If you're
life,
going to get eternal life,
keep the
no, the
commandments.
law is done away with.
Keep the commandments.
Walk around from house to house telling people not to keep the Mosaic law.
Keep the
All
commandments.
praises to you, how about Shem Yahushua.
All praises.
All praises.
All
Y'all
praises.
Hashem Yahushua.
I'm calling on Yahweh in my weakness. 613 commandments, I'm gonna keep them. Boy, I ain't no demon, but I'm gonna slide on all these heathen. And I'm pulling these precepts, you know I don't need no reason. Second entrance, 6 and 54. Man, he heathen like Spitto. And Yahweh Shah, he knocking at the door. Is you gon' answer? You hearing or forbearing? These scriptures bring
13 commandments, I'ma keep them. Boy, I ain't no demon, but I'ma slide on all these heathens. And I'm pulling precepts, and you know I don't need no reason.